Hey guys, this is Arsenal Giants PS3 here with my top 10 list of games for the PlayStation 3. Enjoy. Starting off is Uncharted 2 Among Thieves at number 10. This game, well, although being a PlayStation 3 exclusive, it has a great storyline. Although I admit I haven't actually completed it yet, I have got very far into it. It's just quite hard, and the actual game in itself, I have played the original and completed it, and it's a pretty amazing storyline, and the game in itself, it's got great controls, great jumping, although I have one little thing about the jumping is it's kind of automatic. You sort of just have to direct yourself in the jumping, but other than that, it's got a great duck and cover system. There's a lot of weapons and a lot of variety, and it's got great voice acting. It's really done really well. Great storyline, and the online's pretty good as well. And yeah, so that's my number 10, Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. At number 9 is Colin McRae, Dirt 2. This game, I've never really been into driver games, as I said on my driver review and etc. But this game, I don't know why, I just really enjoy it. As soon as I put it in and started up, I used to play driving games a lot when I was younger, but this game, it just has awesome controls, and I say it all the time with other games, but this actually has amazing graphics. There's literally nothing I can take away from this game in any way. There's lots of cars, there's lots of game types, there's lots of races. Online, it's really good. You just need a little bit of experience in order to do well in it, and there's not much else I can say about this game except buy it, basically. The graphics are amazing, the racing's amazing, pretty much everything about this game I enjoy, but I can't always go on it all the time, so that's my only fault. And at number 8 is Bioshock 2. This is another game. I went through the campaign of the first one, and this particular campaign was actually amazing. One of the best campaigns I must have gone through. The only reason it's up here at 8th is because of the online, but it's just an amazing campaign. It's very strange controls. It's not your usual run-of-the-mill FPS, and there's all like the plasmids and the guns, and it's just something unique. The storyline in itself is really amazing. Sometimes it's a little bit slow, but you can carry on this game. There's a good 8 to 10 hours of gameplay, depending on what sort of difficulty it's on. You can always go through it. The online, I know I speak quite badly of it, but it is a great fun online. You can play it for an hour or two, and it's still great fun to play. This game, not the best graphics, but you don't really need that from a game with like animation. At number 7 is Assassin's Creed. This game, I have already gone through the campaign, and I really enjoyed it. I got through it in must have been 20 hours. I went through it pretty slow. I went around exploring, capturing all those flags and stuff. And it did confuse me with the ending. I won't spoil it for any of you watching, but the ending's pretty confusing, I'll admit. But it's really awesome storyline. It's a little bit linear sometimes with the missions, but it's great fun exploring. You can jump on everything. It's literally the best free roam game you can buy, next to others like Just Cause. But there's just so much to explore. There's people actually walking around. If you like this sort of time period, you'll enjoy it a lot more. There's the sword battle, the combat, it's all great. But my only thing is the missions are very repetitive and such. Okay. At number 6 is Just Cause 2. As I just said, this game is the ultimate free roam game. I mean, the fact that you can fly a plane, and I think it speaks lots of volumes about the game when you can travel from one part of the map to the other, and it takes half an hour to get there, even in a jet plane. That just shows you how massive. I mean, if you haven't explored the whole thing, I think it's in the top left corner. There's an island from like the series on TV called Lost. And basically your plane, I don't want to give away, but the plane blows up and it's pretty amazing. But there's just so much to explore, and there's not anything you can explore. But the problem is the campaign, I'll admit I've done nothing from it, because the voice acting is pretty poor, and the campaign just yeah, the campaign's not good enough for me. But if you want to buy this game for £20–25, definitely worth it for the free roam alone. At number 5 is Battlefield Bad Company 2. I play a lot of COD. I've played COD for literally 2 years since it came out, and I've barely touched it. I think I've got like 20 hours, or not hours, days. But anyway, that's beside the point. Battlefield Bad Company 2 has awesome gameplay. I'll admit, yet again, I'm not so much of a campaign person unless it's really great. I haven't done it, but for the online alone, this is worth at least 30 quid. There's just so many guns, although I did say in my review, not so much, but there is just so many guns, although you unlock them sooner. It makes for a great online experience. The shooting, it's quite varied. It can be really good one game and then kind of annoying the next, but unlike Call of Duty, it feels a lot classier. It's very organic environments. There's a lot of maps. Well, there's a lot of diverse maps. There's not many maps, but there's a lot of diversity. There's a lot of, the most important thing is destructible. Number 4 is Madden NFL 11. Okay, I'll admit I've only had this a couple of days, but I've played a lot of the NFL series before, and this one is by far the best one. A lot of people said there's not been much change, or there's barely anything different from NFL 10, but I disagree. I can now play this one for hours on end, whereas the other one I can only play for an hour tops. There's all the new rosters, all the new teams, and all the new teams, and I just enjoy this one a lot more. You can pass as anyone who knows about NFL already knows all of this, but it's probably the next best thing next to football. It has awesome graphics compared to all the other NFLs, and the franchise mode, I can't get into it like others, but I really do enjoy this game. At number 3 is FIFA 10. This game, I remember playing FIFA 09 and I didn't enjoy it so much, mainly because Arsenal had a crappy season as well. That might be a contributing factor, but this game, it's got so much better graphics now. The gameplay flows. There's 360 turning, which although there has been in the other FIFAs, it seems to work a lot better, and you can score some pretty amazing goals. And although the online has been slightly plagued of people using the circle button, or for Xbox's users another button that I can't remember, but it's a lot better now. Manager mode has definitely improved with, well, probably better for Man City supporters, because they have like 100 million to spend, but it's definitely improved for me, and I can now play this for ages. I've just started a manager mode, and I'm already played like 3 seasons into it, and I plan to continue with it. That's how much you can carry on playing it. You can go online. Probably the best football game to come out in a long time. At number 2 is Grand Theft Auto IV. This is the very first GTA to come out on a next-gen console, although a lot of people might consider the actual computer to be a next-gen console. This has the best graphics for a GTA. There's so much to explore with just... I don't know how many hours I've spent just escaping and killing police. That might sound a bit crazy from other point of view, but from me it's great fun to play. The online, I didn't actually know you could go free roam online for a while until I bought it, and then played for a few hours until I went online. But that's a great feature. You can play online with friends, and there's so much to explore, and there's so much detail in the actual places. I know a lot of people say that all the buildings look the same, but they really... do you even look up in the sky to see all the skyscrapers and all the alternate buildings? There's really not. And at number 1, quite possibly the best game to ever come out, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. The online was spectacular, and the campaign in itself was amazing, considering it did come from Activision. The campaign was awesome, a good 8–10 hours with a great storyline, but most of all, people bought this for the online, and for a great reason. You can actually play this for 20 days on end, not straight, of course, that'd be very sad, but you can clock up that many days pretty easily, and that's like over 1,000 hours or something ridiculous. There is no end to this. Quite recently, it's been becoming a bit boring. You know, after a game has come out for 3 years and still has this sort of online is pretty amazing. There's a lot of guns. I don't really need to explain why this is at the top. So many people have played it now, and it's just an amazing game.